Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today, ONEUS is back with To Be or Not To Be. I have been seeing all of your comments asking me to check it out when it drops, and I've been really looking forward to it. And today is the day. I couldn't be here to react to it when it initially dropped because I had a job interview. Not that that's anything you really need to know about, but I was busy basically. But I'm here now. We're all good. I am gonna watch the story films, the 1 and 2, before the music video, just because I want to, and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this whole concept. Obviously, To Be or Not To Be, a very famous line from a certain playwright. But yeah, I'm intrigued and excited. So let's just get into it. Okay, so let's watch the story film, the first one. I don't know if there's gonna be any talking in this, but there's no captions, so. Love you, RBW. You're doing great, as always. Okay, To Be or Not To Be, story film number 1, ONEUS. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh good, I love ominous chanting.
The night the red moon rose. After a fierce battle, the monarchs found victory. The souls of the defeated were sealed inside a necklace.
Oh.
The monarchs realized that as long as they existed together, humans could never escape the bridle of pain. Call us Ishmael. Leaving this statement, the monarchs also relinquished their souls into the necklace. Helios's gaze disappeared into the eternal darkness beyond the unreachable sun.
A lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. I'm not even gonna try. So many classical literature references. So many. Wow, okay, yeah, that was a lot. Oh, this is such a cool concept. Okay, let's move on to story film number 2. Oh, righty. Let's see what this one has on offer. In store? Both. 3, 2, 1, go.
Meanwhile, Helios grieved the loss of his son, Peathon. His grieving sorrow turned to anger, and that anger soon fell upon the monarchs, who later fled to the darkness. Helios stripped away the monarchs' power, and imprisoned them in a chamber made from the shattered remains of the sun chariot, sending them into an endless slumber. The only way to ever regain their strength and to escape was in taking the blood of the prophetic child's descendants that they so dearly loved and tried to preserve. This was the most powerful curse that Helios could bestow upon the monarchs. Hundreds of years have passed since they have fallen into their
Also, that eyeshadow, stunning.
Hundreds of years have passed since they have fallen into their slumber.
To be or not to be.
Ooh. Oh, I'm really glad I watched these because I'm so hyped for the music video now. I was already looking forward to it, but now I'm... Ooh, okay, this whole story, this whole... the lore behind it, like... Damn. Damn. Okay, alright, yeah, no, let's not mess about anymore. Let's get into the music video. Okay, alright, music video time. I like, there's so much to unpack from those teasers, so much. We have Bible references, we have classical literature references, which are, in turn, a lot of them Bible references. We have Greek mythology. There's so much in that. Fascinating story. Absolutely fascinating. Such a cool concept. Okay, let's watch this music video. To Be or Not to Be, ONEUS. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, pretty. I like his hair. Oh. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh. Wow. I have many thoughts. I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna watch this twice. I can already tell. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Turn this up, man. Wow. There's so much symbolism. Ooh. Ooh. There's so much symbolism and so many references. I'm gonna talk more about it. We'll go through it a second time and I'll like pause, but wow. Ooh. This. Ooh. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna pick up on every single symbol. Oh wait, there's more. I'm so sorry. Wait. What is that? is incredible. Okay, yeah, as I said, I'm not going to pick up on every single symbol because there is so freaking much going on in this. Obviously, as I said, you know, we've got so many references: classical literature, Greek mythology, the Bible. Like, there's so much. Let me take a sip of coffee. Hang on. Okay, so going back to the like story films really quickly. So there were two main things that really stood out to me. Is obviously the story of Helios and his son. Oh god, what's his name again? Helios had a lot of sons. Well, had a lot of children in general. Helios. Phaethon, I think is how they pronounced it in there anyway. Yeah, and that story with the sun chariot, and Helios in general, there's a lot of symbols that represent Helios. So Helios, one of the things, oh my god, my brain is running too quickly, I can't think properly. Oh yeah, Helios, one of the symbols of Helios is the crown, like a radiant crown. Okay, so that's one side of things. The other thing that really stood out to me in the story films was the line "Call us Ishmael," and anyone that knows sort of literature in any capacity at all, or is just a fan of reading, will know that "Call me Ishmael" is the opening line to Moby Dick. Now, there has been essay upon essay upon essay upon essay written about that line specifically, that novel in general, but that line specifically, it's sort of regarded as one of the best opening lines to any novel. And the big question is why? Why is it so good? What does it mean? Because it's a very bizarre way to open a novel, right? And Ishmael, this is where we get into the Bible references. Ishmael was like a prophetic son, right? So there's all of this going on, and this is the stuff that stood out to me like mostly in the story films. And they've introduced, I don't know if this is a reference to something, but they've introduced this storyline of like the monarchs. Very interesting, following on from Road to Kingdom. I'd be very intrigued to know if they had this in place prior to Road to Kingdom. I'm not sure, but regardless, it's very interesting. Yeah, they've brought in this story of the monarchs. Please let me know if this is a reference to anything that I don't know of, because it may well be. But the story of the monarchs and this great battle, which I assume is in relation to Come Back Home, like that huge battle, and they're protecting this child, and okay, I have so many theories. So the Call Us Ishmael line, as I said, Ishmael, kind of like a prophetic child in the Bible, in that like whole realm. And there is a reference in one of the story films. They say something about them needing the blood of the prophetic descendants that they had come to like love and protect, or something like that, which makes me think of that child. Is that child representing Ishmael? And is the Call Us Ishmael a play on the line Call Me Ishmael? Not because like Call Me Ishmael, it's like, this is my name. It's an introduction to a character. It's Call Me Ishmael, that's my name. But Call Us Ishmael is a very interesting play on it, in that I wonder if it's Call Us, comma, Ishmael. Like, call us Ishmael, like as like an instruction. I don't know, but that's a whole theory. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, that was just ideas that I had a brewing with regards to that, because obviously we have a lot of references to blood in this, like so many. But this scene here, going back to this music video, this is just going to be a lot of me spitting out my thoughts. Fair warning, I was an English literature student at university, so this is my shit. Reading too much into things is my thing. But yeah, this scene here, I mean, you can look at this in so many different ways. Obviously, you can look at it in an Eden sense because it's very idyllic. There's lots of greenery, there's blue skies, there's food on the table. They all look very nice and pure and lovely. Like, so you can look at it in that sense. I think you can also very much take it as like, this is maybe either where their souls are trapped, because obviously they said they put their souls into the necklace, so maybe this is where the souls are, or it's their like shared dreamscape because they're in this like long slumber and this is like a dreamscape for them. And when, you know, we get to a point, I'm just going to look up their names. You guys have been telling me their names and I've just forgotten them all, but let me just look up the names quickly. Huanwung, is that how you say his name? I think it's him. He looks at the camera here, like right here. He looks at the camera in a little bit, and you see that like ring in the eye, and I wonder if that's a signal of them waking up, kind of in reference to, you know, towards the end of the story film, when you kind of get the sense that like, oh, they're waking up from this 100-year slumber or whatever. Although that moment is also in later on in the music video. But anyway, let's watch this again. As I said, I will pause when I see and remember things, like symbols and ideas that have come to mind. Both the main things that stood out were classical literature references and references to Helios and his son. But anyway, yeah, let's... It's going to be a long video of me just talking. Oh, also, yeah, I think I've decided on my bias just from this video alone. What is his name again? Lido. I think Lido's my bias. But we'll see. I have a long way to go in getting to know them, yeah. Yeah, see? The red eyes. Alright, and so this is the prison they were put in with the shattered remains of the Sun Chariot. The storm overhead, I was going to touch on this later because there is a point a little bit later on where it is actually struck by a lightning bolt. That is how the Sun Chariot crashed. It was struck down by Zeus's lightning bolt because whatever his name is, I've already forgotten it. Peaton. He wasn't strong enough to control the horses of the Sun Chariot, and it started going too close to Earth and starting to set it on fire. And so Zeus, seeing no other way out, struck it down with a lightning bolt, killing Peaton, and obviously destroying the Sun Chariot. And this is representative of the remains of the Sun Chariot. On a completely, regardless of that, just talking about the song is amazing. So their vocals, stunning. I'm not even slightly surprised. Obviously they come from RBW. We know what RBW is like with their amazing vocalists and rappers, but also this like guitar and just the instrumental and the production on it. I'll talk about it more as and when bits come up, but yeah, it's an amazing song. So beautiful. Oh, I had a point about this. Why can't I remember what it is? Oh yeah, no, my point about this was certain scenes in this music video remind me of various Astro music videos in its the strong aesthetics, like really just beautiful, beautiful aesthetics. Wow. This, the hand. I know that's a reference to something, but I can't remember what. But the hand and him being tied up in it. Very cool. His voice. That's what it is. It's his voice. Bloodbath. Amazing. The crown. Remember what I said? One of Helios's symbols was a crown, and I wonder if this big old face in the background, I wonder if that's meant to represent Helios. Interesting. Beautiful. That's a sun. C E. Obviously, we haven't got lyrics, which limits we haven't got lyrics yet, so it kind of limits some of my interpretations of like the song itself. But just going by the music video, like this is so clever and so intricately woven, and there's like a million things that I'm not gonna get because I only know certain portions of the story and stuff like that. Like in terms of like the references to literature and mythology and stuff, I only know little bits, but yeah. Oh, I love his voice on that bit. Wait, no, the whole reason I went back was because of this one line. Oh, it's that. The way beautiful. Also, what is it with idols and just loving to shoot in this place? Right, okay, so this scene is very, very interesting to me. So, to be or not to be is obviously a line from Hamlet. Very, very famous Shakespeare play. Big soliloquy from Hamlet, basically, like, contemplating life and death, right? Very famous, very well known. But there's something about this scene. This reminds me of Romeo and Juliet. Which I think is very interesting because there are references to various other bits of like classical literature and everything. And the only reason this reminds me of Romeo and Juliet is because he is lying on this and there is another person there with him. And also he goes from like this where he's seemingly kind of fine, but he has a red string around his neck. And then later down the line, he's like fully bleeding, like fully bleeding out. So it's kind of going from that like pretend death to real death, which is, you know, what happens to Juliet. But yeah, but that's it. That's the only thing that reminded me of Romeo and Juliet, and I just find that really interesting because I don't know if that's on purpose or not, or if it's just like an accidental thing and that's the connection my mind's making. But you guys let me know if you think that at all. But also this shirt with like the flower, wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Styling in this. One more time, please. One more time, please, with that hand movement. Nice. So is this basically like their moral dilemma of being like, yeah, of like needing the blood or whatever it is that they needed? Because that's kind of, to be or not to be is I do, it can be read as a moral dilemma, right? But anyway. It's so like, I don't know if it's a guitar and a bass or just a bass, I don't know, but it's so like heavy and dark and I love it. Right, what's his name? Which one are you? Oh, is that Raven? Let me know. I'm sure you guys will tell me. That visual of him in the bloodbath is intense. Yeah, now he's got blood on. Also, the guy next to him has a mask on. That's interesting. Oh, he's the one with the mouth. Who are you? Xion? Is it Xion, the one with the mask on? Oh, yeah, no, he's wearing the flower shirt. I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, the crown of thorns. Everyone knows that as a symbol. Such, it's just so good. Oh yeah, there was the lightning bolt. Also this, the drop of blood from this seemingly disembodied hand that falls on his face and wakes him up. It's very interesting. Oh. That is so cool. That is such a cool image. Like that is so cool. Because he's standing in the hand. Oh, it's so cool. Let's go. Oh, so cool. There, this is just a moment where I just like fully enjoy the performance aspect of it. Like that is so freaking cool. And the drums as well. I like that they focus. So it shoots him, goes through him, and then they focus on it very specifically, hitting an already very cracked and shattered statue. It's just very interesting. Then he grabs the necklace. So freaking cool. And then he puts on the crown. Like, oh, it's just so interesting. So freaking interesting. And then this at the end. Because that sounds like someone says something. And then like a growl like a lion. And you got all the hands. Like, that's such a freaking cool visual. Ah, this music video is amazing. I think, I don't know if it is overall, but definitely for boy groups, this is my favorite music video of the year. Hands down. Like, this and Come Back Home are my two favorite releases, boy group wise, of the year. Like, insane. So freaking cool. Story's amazing. You guys are gonna have to let me know like if there are any theories for like the exact story, or like rough idea, because as I said, I can pick out references and symbols and kind of maybe throw them in a pot together, but actually creating like a finished product with it is a whole different story. But yeah, this was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I hope they see success with this because this is so good. The concept is phenomenal. You can see a lot of effort and time and care has been put into it, and that is, yeah, it's just stellar. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one here. Oh wait, hang on, does this come with a mini album? Bear with. Yes, it does. It does indeed come with a mini album, so I will be checking that out probably later today. Whether it will go up later today remains to be seen, and it will either be here or on Patreon depending on copyright. But yeah, I'm super excited. This is really cool. I will also be checking out comeback stages and stuff like that over on Patreon as well, so if you want to check those out, feel free to head over there and do so. I am about to watch the finale of Road to Kingdom as well. It's been a fun journey. It's been a really fun journey seeing these guys, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them and their final performance for Come Back Home in the finale. Like, that's going to be a great time. But yeah, I will leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.